Welcome to the DIVALUTION, a show to empower, enlighten, and entertain divas and those that love us. And here's your host, Deb St.Hilaire.
Here I am in the studio live down here. You know what? It's so fun because it was such a nice day today. There were people walking around outside and until dark. So it was really cool. Spring is in the air and I love it. I love it when it gets nice. I'm here in the studio tonight and we don't have anybody here except for somebody that really matters. My friend Chandra and my neighbor here on 3rd Street. When you face 3rd Street, she is from Indigo Moon Photography. How you doing, Chandra?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Wasn't it nice seeing people out today?
It was. I was enjoying it very much.
Yes. And it's going to get cold again, though. You know that, right?
No, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
It's going to be nice, and then the weekend, not very nice. And then next week, we have a couple nice days, and then it's...
Back to winter.
Yeah.
We love Michigan.
Yeah. But you know what? It really gives us a new appreciation for the days like today.
Yeah, I had the spring cleaning bug today.
Yeah, and your studio looks beautiful. We're going to talk about you later doing some really cool things. I'm real excited for you to share that with everybody. So I'm drinking this wine tonight. I had to get the bottle there. I forgot to put it. It's called Two Copas. It's from Argentina. It's from Argentina. It's an Argentinian wine. It's really nice. It's from Vino Wine Warehouse on Midland Street on the other side of the river. Have you been there very often?
I love it over there. I think they have amazing food and a great ambiance and incredible wine selection. And they're pretty knowledgeable in helping you find something that you love.
Yeah, Greg, well, he asks you questions and boom, he has the wine that will be perfect for you. He's very good.
My favorite sandwich over there is the California Reuben. If anybody's looking for
that
a
is
good
really
sandwich.
good. Yeah. That is a yummy one. My favorite thing to eat over there at Dino's at Vino's, Divas Night Out, on the first Wednesday of every month, which is coming up on March 1st, is the macaroni and cheese sliders. They're little tiny hamburgers, and they're seasoned like perfectly. And it has just a little tiny bit of macaroni and cheese on the top.
Okay, I'm drooling.
Oh, it's really good. And you know, the worst, I don't usually like my food to touch, you know that. Yeah. But that combination is really yummy. It's good. So anyway, it's February 21st already. The year's already flying by, isn't it?
It is. I can't believe it's February 21st.
I know. It's kind of weird. Only one more week of February, and it's going to be March.
Resolutions.
And pretty good on some. I do intentions.
Okay.
So I was doing really good on my going to the gym, and then I hurt my back, and then I just went back like 2 times, and I fell.
Oh boy.
And just now in my back to where I think I can. I still have like a little hitch right here, but I think I can go. I think tomorrow I'm going to go.
Wow.
How about you?
I actually didn't make any this year. I mean, I did a lot of research into horoscopes and predictions for the future and kind of listened to those. But I didn't make any resolutions. I did set my intention to move forward with what I want to do in my business and in my personal life. But I've learned over the years not to say I'm going to lose 20 pounds in a month. Right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that.
Because then you just beat yourself up when you...
Right. It's too hard. But I think that it works for some other people. So it'd be interesting to see if anyone calls in and talks about it.
Well, we have a caller that's calling in, so they can't... Oh, it looks like... Oh, okay. She'll be calling in just a minute. We missed her. I didn't have it open. We have a call-in guest this evening.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, and so I'm glad you're here co-hosting with me this evening because you'll be able to ask her some questions. She's wonderful. Her name is Moira Sutton. She's been on before, but not for a while. She's from Canada. Speak of Moira. She is Canadian and just has a head full of knowledge and does such wonderful work. She has a new program coming out.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about
She's
it.
going to be talking to us about. Welcome to the Devolution Show, Moira Sutton. Hello? Moira? Moira, can you hear us? Huh. I have everything up all the way.
Hello, Moira.
She said I'm on the line. Here we go. Hi, Moira. Oh, I hate when this happens. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Tell us about what you're doing over there at your studio, getting all cleaned up.
Well, I'm really focused on women's photography. I love to do pictures for women and make them recognize some of the attributes they may have forgotten about or don't necessarily celebrate about themselves. My focus is on working some natural light photography into my. Normally, I shoot with something called strobes, where I really guide the light and pick the light and how I want it to go and manipulate the light. But I have been studying under another photographer a little bit, and I really like her approach to natural light. So I've been utilizing my beautiful front windows and creating some new stuff and bringing in some beautiful dresses so that people have options when they come in. And I really want people to have a very pampered, wonderful experience when they come in. It's not just a portrait. You're actually coming in for quite an experience from door to door.
Good. That sounds, it's wonderful. We're going to talk about that some more because I want to talk about it really a lot because it's cool. Moira, now can you hear us?
I can.
Yay!
I can hear her. Hi, Moira.
This is
Hi.
This is Chandra. Yes, very much fun. So Moira has been with us before, but it's been a while, and I'm so happy that you're back because you are really cool.
Oh, thank you.
You're
you guys
welcome.
Are too, and I'm on a whole new path, so it's been an interesting path, and I've stepped into, as I sent you two things, Deborah, that I'm stepping back after really 30 years of everything right back into my spirituality and this awakening program that I'm creating.
I think that's really cool. What made you, first of all, tell us what path you've been on and why you're going back.
I think I've been on a path where through all the years, my message has always been to create a life that you love. Like even my material back 30 years when I started as an entrepreneur and healing work and that, it was always around that. And so all my stuff is about that. But even for myself, the spiritual awakening, I just had my 58th birthday the other week. And we can talk about that too, in the sense, not the birthday, but more or less around animal totems, which is spirituality and shamanism that I teach. And just the awakening to really, something that just really speaks to my soul and who really is the avatar of the person I want to work with. And I want to work with people who are, you know, they know they're spiritually awakening. They've known a whole bunch of different things. Again, we can go into that. There's a lot more to it. But, you know, right now, I think what got my attention is what's happening politically in the States. I'm not a political person, but Trump has got my attention. And through that, instead of people going into fear and going into that they don't have any control of their life and everything, really right now, this awakening, this connection to our divine energy is allowing people to say, I'm not going that way. I'm going to be in the movement of love, and they have a voice, and they know they have a voice, and take back their own lives so they are empowered. And no, it's not out there. It's about creating from within. And there is a movement literally happening on globally right now. It's a global shift for people that they really sense that there's a deeper connection with our heart and our soul. So that's, again, my podcast that I'm going to launch in April, which I'm very excited about, is Heart, Soul, Wisdom, which is a show I've had sitting there for years. So it's all coming together, and it's just, I had to really be quiet and go within and really honor myself and allow this to blossom. But even stepping out there, even if I'm a very spiritual person, and that was really how I began in the healing whole area. So it has come right around again, and I'm just so excited because it's lighter, it's more fun. It's the message for people to know they can create the life that they want, doing the work that they love and that they were born to bring out into the world and birth.
Isn't that something?
The long answer to that.
Yeah, that's good though. It's funny because we have some good conversations around here, and I never planned. I've always been a spiritual person, but I never planned on taking the network and the show down a spiritual path. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's going that way, and I'm not fighting it. And yet it's everything, and that's what W4 Divas is. It's a place for anybody to come and listen and get something out of. But I know what you mean, and I was surprised about Trump. That's a good way to put it. I was surprised, but it all happens for a reason. And what is that reason? It's bringing a lot of people together. You're absolutely right. Trying to figure out what happened.
No, there's a gift in this always, and it's unfolding perfectly. And it's, I believe we co-create everything in our life. So he's there for us to say, hey, wake up. It's time to really, do life on my terms, not what somebody else there is controlling. I control my life. And a lot of people are moving into this tiny little house nation that started on TV. That's people saying, you know what, I'm going to downsize, and it's not about getting more stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with having nice things, but people are downsizing, saying, you know what, maybe I want to live in a smaller place and more simple, and be a minimalist, like a lot of these, people in their the millennials, they're saying, no, I don't want to do it that way. They're like, maybe I want to do it this way. And they have more of a clear path. I look back at my age when, I was their age, and no, it was like, you went to school, maybe I went to university, but I worked first, then went back, and then you get married and you have kids and da-da-da-da-da. Well, you know what? They're not all buying into that. There's old stories or old beliefs. And, today, like the tiny little house nation, people are saying, hey, I want to not have stress with debt. I want to have more experience in life. I want to experience life on my terms. And that's speaking to their heart and soul. And what am I passionate about? Instead of, again, waiting and not waiting for that someday thing again, which we've talked about before, you don't have to have a financial crisis and a health crisis or any kind of crisis to really wake up. Like, it's about awakening now. And I think that's what he's given us. I think the gift that he's given us is that. So there's a huge gift in it.
I have to agree with you 100%. And it is up to every individual to figure out whatever lesson they're supposed to be learning at that time. And I think that there's going to be a lot of lessons to be learned during this next 4 years. But it's all going to be individual for what you need to learn from this what the world's giving us right now, everywhere.
Yes, and also really realize, you're creating from the inside out. Do not give your power away. Take back your power. And I think when people are saying, they have a voice and speak, instead of it's not giving your power away to the government or anyone else, not even your partner. You are creating your life. You're co-creating it with spirit and the universe and living it with your partner or not, or your family. But it's you take full responsibility. And it's something I write on as I've rewritten and updated my whole site, because, I've stepped into this intuitive spiritual life coach. And, when I found that, Deb and Pam, it was like, I just took a huge breath, like, how has it taken so long to come back around to this?
Mm-hmm.
Even if I've always do that in my work, it just, I was playing with titles and that, and it just